Venom, Let There Be Carnage is doing very well at the box office. And there's going to be some people that aren't very happy about that. So it turns out that Thursday night previews for Venom, Let There Be Carnage was the second best preview night of the Coof season. Now, I actually think this movie is going to have a big first opening weekend, and I can't spoil why that is. All I'll say is if you go see this movie, definitely wait and watch the end credit scene, because this is going to change some stuff. Now, I did see this yesterday. I would give the movie a 7 out of 10. If you want my honest opinion, it's a 7 out of 10, which I think is a good score, right? The problems I had with the movie were Carnage and Woody Harrelson's Cletus Cassidy. I really don't understand why he just didn't channel Mickey Knox from Natural Born Killers. Like, he could have essentially kind of played that character, but a little bit more intense. And that's not what he did. I love the Venom and Eddie Brock dynamic. That's what really carries this movie for me. I love what they're doing with that. And I know some purists don't like it, but man, comic book movies very rarely 100% adapt a character anyway. I like what they're doing with it. So more of them is always a good thing. I enjoyed the movie, but it does have its problems. But for the most part, if you're looking for just dumb action, no wokeness, the movie is not woke, despite what they're trying to spin on it. I've seen the movie. The director and his comments, he was full of it. None of that is in there. It's a bromance. It's a buddy movie. These two are buddies. Yes, they are in a symbiotic relationship. Yeah. So technically, they are some kind of a couple, but they're more buddies than anything. There's no Venom stroking his knob or anything with Eddie. None of that is in there. None of that is in there. It's a bromance. Buddy movie, buddy cop movie, whatever. So all of that stuff that they were trying to spin, I think it was bait. It was all bait, trying to get the woke media all happy. But there's no wokeness in this movie. It's got some issues, but it's not a terrible movie. I liked the first one more. I did. But like I said, Eddie and Venom, I love what they're doing with them. They're dynamic in these movies, so I want to see more of that. And I think we're for sure going to get that. Now, one of the things I want to talk about is yesterday I pulled this up. Critics that hate this movie, 59%, was actually a little bit lower yesterday. Audience scores are in. That's sitting around 85%. It was actually a little bit higher at 86%. It's kind of fluctuating between 86 and 82. I think that's kind of where the movie will stay as more people come in to review it. But what's the key takeaway here? People don't give a shit about what critics have to say. And they're trying their best to pull this movie down. When critics hate a movie like this, to me it says no woke messaging. And I was right. And I said that in my video yesterday on it. I don't think there's going to be any woke stuff in this movie, and there wasn't. There was none. It's really kind of like getting in a time capsule and going back to the 90s. It really was. It was like going back to the 90s to watch a movie again. And I have a nice appreciation for that, because it's not something we get anymore. I mean, what do we get nowadays? Lectures, formulas. I mean, I would say that all the Marvel movies now are going through the Marvel formula pace with a little bit of wokeness sprinkled in, which I think is going to get worse. And, I think movies are in a really bad place. So a movie like Venom, Let There Be Carnage is a breath of fresh air for sure, because it's not something we get to see anymore. So despite the film's problems, I give it a decent score because of the fact that there's no wokeness in it, and it's not trying to lecture me. And yeah, It is kind of sad that that makes a movie better nowadays, but it does. It does. At least to me. And I don't think I'm the only one that feels that way. So, audiences like this movie. Not shocked. I predicted yesterday that the audience score would be pretty high. And I think it will probably stay around 80 to 86, maybe 88%. We'll see. I don't think it'll go lower than 80. I think it's going to be a big difference. There's going to be a big difference between what the critics gave it and what audiences gave it. And that seems to be about the standard. Because, like I've said a million times, critics aren't in touch with what people actually like anymore. And if you don't like what they like, they come after you. So I think this movie's going to have a big opening weekend. I think it's going to actually tank out Shang-Chi finally, now that there's something to go see. And that's a good thing. Shang-Chi is boring. I thought it was a boring movie. This movie pace is pretty good. It's only like 88 minutes long, which is, I think 90 minutes is the perfect runtime in my opinion. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.